Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and squirrels, Drizzit Gaming back here again. We are continuing with Dyson Sphere Program. When I last left off, I was dealing with some belting going on with this, and I figured you probably didn't want to watch me struggle with it forever. I still have a bit more to do, and I've got one more array to create here to actually build the green motors, finally. But if you want to see a beautiful mess, I mean this majesty of belt creation and spaghetti. I mean, we've got 3 belts, three belts coming from 3 separate mines. 2 mines on this side and 1 mine on this side, all coming in to these splitters, and then load balancing through each other and through these extra 3 here back into the rest to get 100% throughput on these 8 belts. I mean, it's a lot. It didn't take no time at all. Add to that all of this beautiful spaghetti. I wish it wasn't nighttime so you could see this better, but beautiful multi-level spaghetti to bring all the stuff that's created in these arrays up here, plus all the copper from over here. Again, all of it load balanced through these splitters and brought up and over each other in what I think is very attractive and looks really cool in the daytime when the belts are running. So, with that, I just have to remember what the hell I was doing over here, and then finish off these. Now, we've got to bring our leftover magnetic coils and the electric motors from here into this last array, as well as what else do we need? Cat. My cat has decided that I'm talking, and that's just not allowed. So we only need the electric motors and the magnetic coils brought over. Okay, kid, you have to stay down there on your gaming chair, okay? Yes, my cat has her own chair beside me at the desk, and hopefully she'll curl up and go to sleep there rather than decide that she needs absolute constant attention right now. Okay, so let's figure out what we're doing with belts here. So we will have electromagnetic rings from here, and this is our output belt for the motors. And I think that's it. I don't think we're going to have extra gears, and we're not going to have extra iron plates. I mean, we might, but they can stay there. We'll pull them up later if we need to. Because I think I built this exactly at ratio. If not, we'll, pull some extra belts from somewhere. So. And let me take a look at my calculator on the other computer here and see how many belts. So I need 1.4 belts of each, so it's gonna have to be split up. So that's fine. First thing I want to do is get these over here to this array. And the cat is walking between me and the keyboard again, because that's how she rolls. Hey. The problem is I keep my keyboard at the edge of the desk, and so she's now stepping on the keys. Okay. Kitten. How about you go up here? How about you sit on my shoulder? Is that better? If you hear weird noises and rubbing on the microphone, well, that's because there's a cat sitting on my shoulder. And She's doing her parrot impression. You might also hear purring. Anything's possible. Oh, 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 no. No, no. Apparently I misclicked. Too much cat distraction. Okay. And that's gonna go. How's our power situation? There, okay. Oops. Heh. Wrong belt. I'm gonna blame the cat again. Sounds valid, right? Yep, okay. And this will go here. Okay, now we need 21.4, so let's call it 22 machines, and a couple more power poles. Let's throw in some extra. Where did I do power poles? I did power poles here, and I did power poles here, and that should cover everything. Okay, now then, this array. We need 22 machines. We can do 2 rows of 11, but it would be really convenient if I did 4 rows, now wouldn't it? Well, if we do 24 divided by 4, that's 5.5. So I could do, yeah, let's do 4 rows of 6 each. Maybe there'll be extra, maybe there won't. But that's gonna go, and that's gonna go. That should be good. Okay. Now then, why did this row not produce any, I wonder? Did I miss something? You're not getting the iron plates. Why aren't you getting the iron plates? See, this is when you screw up the copy inserters, this is what happens. So now I have to go through, delete all of these inserters. I think because it's just one inserter per, I won't bother replacing the whole row and rebuilding it. I think I'll just replace the actual inserters. How many of these machines did I make? Okay, now grab our inserters, grab from the correct row, and everything's firing up, everything's moving. It's a challenge to stay away from, you know, things, turns of phrase that people use in other videos, particularly on the same content. And I watch their stuff as well as you guys. You know, I am Kibitz with Everything's Moving and Groovin', or Catherine of Sky with all the stuff and all the things. And it's not really the way that I speak. It's just not how I roll. But I still, I end up falling into it, you know? Okay, so we are going to need, how are we going to do this now? You know what, let's run 2 belts behind for this row. there. One belt there. And then our output belt will be here. Is that enough space? I think that should be enough space to bring the other belts down. Okay, and then this belt, shorten that a little more. This belt, come here, come there, come out to there, and this belt, nope, lack of item. Okay, so this is now almost 3,000 belts that I've used on this project. Just to give you an idea of the level of spaghetti. I mean, I've been taking between 1,200 and 1,600 belts every time I come here, and this is at least my third trip. So, it's significant. Let's take... You know what? Let's do that. I mean, you know... We're at that point, right? Oh wait, how many inserters do I have left? Do I have enough? I have enough. 300 ought to be enough. Okay. Now then, where were we? Belt, come here. And then we'll put that here. Hold on a second here. Wait a tick. I screwed this up. Heh. Do-de-do-de-do. Now, no. Saved it. Do not want those belts joining and polluting each other. There, 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 there. And yeah, I know I don't have to go all the way up and then back down again, but it's just the way I like it, you know? Yeah, I know I'm going to be cutting these off, and I know I'm going to be bringing them back all the way down here for these two, but I like the spaghetti. I like the way it looks. Sue me. Okay, and then this will go across, and I've left a space for the output belt, which will go across there. I need to zoom out. And then this belt will go to here. Man, running 4 rows of these things. It's taking some real estate. Might have to kill that windmill. We'll see. Oh, energy depletion. How am I doing? I got a full set. Good. I got lots. Okay. And we need... No, not another belt. We need another assembler. And that'll need an output belt. And then the input belts for the next row come down here. Okay. that leads to another assembler here with another output belt. Going over to there. Oh, okay. Going to there. We'll see how much we get. I think we're going to need more, though. I think we're going to need to kill that last windmill. So, this needs a job, and this is that job. And that, and that, and pasted. Okay. Now, let's be careful to not screw up our inserters again so that I don't have to redo a row. In, out. Right, right. In, out. And in, and out. And then in, and out. Right. Okay. Good. Good. Okay. Now, let's go God mode. Now, keep in mind, if you're just starting this series with me, there is some mods running. I have a quick toggle for God mode, which is wonderful. So I don't have to go through the settings menu. It seems to have been totally stable so far. I'm also running copy inserters, which is why I build my arrays like this and set them all up so that I can just spam them across. I'm running the only mod that's kind of a cheat. Oh, and I'm running the one that shows my this. No, this. Okay, it's not working. The one that shows what my what's going on with my resources. Alt-I is supposed to make it work, but maybe it doesn't work in God mode. Maybe that's it. And then I have the only one that's kind of a cheat. Allows me to place foundations for free. I just can't be bothered to build all the concrete that I want and keep flying back and forth to get it, because I like building on concrete instead of random surfaces. So that's the only mod that's, you know, something other than just a quality of life improvement. Another quality of life improvement would be if my cat didn't feel like she needs to be part of this gameplay experience, but she does. So this is how the copy inserters works. Right? And it is fantastic. You just once you set up the building, you copy it with all of its inserters in place, and it makes building arrays like this so much faster. Okay, so this is definitely going, and we're going to need a little more foundation action here, because, well, even if it might fit, I still want it on concrete. And this. And 3. And space for the power pole. And cats walking on my arm. These are the life. These are the struggles. It's all about adversity, right? And we need a power pole here. And a power pole here. That should cover those. Come on, drones. Yes. And then a power pole here will probably cover... Oh, missed one inserter. Come on. How about here? It's probably going to miss this inserter, right? Nope. Got it. Okay. Perfect. Right. We have a chunk of green motors running now. Okay. What are they called? I can't remember what they're called. Turbo something or others? Electromagnetic turbines. There we go. Okay. So now, we should be producing 8 of those per second, roughly. The next thing we need that uses those is supermagnetic rings. Oh, did I build... Shoot. I may have screwed myself here with all of this beautiful belting, because I believe I built enough extra magnetic rings. Where'd we go? Magnetic rings. How many magnetic rings did I need for the previous recipe? I think I built enough. For magnetic rings, I needed 48 machines just for this recipe. So, well, no, I built 48 exactly for this recipe. So, maybe. I guess I didn't build extra. Because with everything moving, how's my iron supply? I think I got extra. I think I got more iron than I need. Everything's full. Okay, you know what? Let's do this. Let's storage. Well, since I have nothing, let's build that one. And let's put that box. Go away. Let's put that box. You know what? Let's not put it in front of a belt. Let's put it there. And then we will run our output belts to the box. No. There. And our next output belt is here. So that can run to the box. And then this belt can run to the box. And this belt can run to the box. And some inserters. Basically, I want to see what's happening here when this thing goes nuts and the array starts, you know, using up as much as it wants. Okay, so our green motors, we're going through them now. They're filling up the box. Let's get out of God mode here, because I need the light that this guy provides to see what's going on. Okay, everything's moving. That's the output from the basic motors. That's fine. Look at this. How cool is that? Just massive belt spaghetti. I love it. Now you see you got the load balancer here. It loops everything excess, so you've got all of them going into the lines that they want to feed into. But then anything excess goes around this loop. And so they prioritize outputting down these lines. Here, this one's more in the open, you can see it better. So it prioritizes, hey, stop it, prioritizes going output on these 4 that actually go to production, which means anything extra that comes in on any of these other spots, because we've got 3 lines going in here, anything extra that doesn't go out to this line goes on the run around, which is why this one occasionally will be starved, because it doesn't have its own input. So it's just getting whatever excess the other 3 lines don't want. So, but it still should be enough to keep this array fed, because everything is built at ratio. So if you look here, like, there's not much in the way of gaps. And then even after machines are picking it all up, and you come right down here to the end, the belt is still full. So if the belt is full, you're good. You don't need any more. And this is the kind of stuff that massive load balancer at the top is dealing with, right? We got full belts, and then we've got a belt that just has a little bit. But when I combined it with one of these belts, it was too much, and it was overloading the belt. So I had to run a separate belt for it. And as you can see, it goes all the way around, and comes up to this spaghetti here. And so you can see the output on this row, right? Because this is coming down here and it's outputting to here. If we didn't have the load balancer, this belt would be mostly empty. But because we've got this load balancing ring going here, so everything feeds down the line from here. Because the reason it's off center, and we've got 4 here and then 8 here, is because these 4 down here don't actually have outputs. We're only outputting to 8 rows of machines. So the load balance from these ones comes all the way down here to top up what these ones have. But then each of these, when I tried looping it back, basically what was happening is because there's 4 full belts here, it was overfilling the loop belt. And so we were getting empty belts here. The load balancing wasn't working enough. So what I ended up doing is bringing those belts down here to combine into these ones. And then we've got those 2 combiners there that are combining these 4 belts into 2. They're feeding into this, which then comes up and feeds into here, which again overflows down this way, and also comes out here, and that feeds into these, which then overflow to here. And actually, the one thing I didn't do is I didn't load balance these 3 belts, but they really have enough. And there's a random leftover bit of conveyor. Let's clean that up. These 3 belts didn't really, they're fine. They're not, the one thing that I probably should have done, though, is bring the excess from here out to here. But I kind of ran out of room. I guess I could do it. I could move this over a bit. You know what? We'll see if it matters. I mean, this belt is starting to look a little starved here. So maybe. How's it doing? I mean, it's still full to here, though. Right? Right. Which way? Wait. No, this belt. Okay, yeah, a lot of these machines are being starved. Okay, we're not getting full production. We're not getting full production, and that's probably because these 4 belts here are not load balancing into this 4. Okay, you know what, that's future Jason's problem, because that's going to require a lot of sitting and thinking, and that's going to be a lot of dead air for you guys. Right now, this is working enough, because I'm not really even using those motors yet, so this is good enough for now. I'll fix it later. We'll fix it in post. God, I love this. And you see the gaps in this belt? That's kind of the result of probably that other row not having enough in it. Because again, everything's being built at the level it's supposed to be. So, yeah. But yeah, it's going into these 2 here and then spinning around to feed these 2 at the top. So what that tells me is, what's going on here? Because this row's doing nothing. These 3 are still going and this one's going ham. Where are you going? What's going on here? Hello? Are you producing? You've stopped producing. Why have you stopped producing? What's your problem? You're out of gears. Why are you out of gears? Did I screw up the inserters again? Yep, I did. I did lots of inserter screw-ups on this row. Okay. Well, we shall fix it. Can you imagine if I had to do each of these inserters by hand originally? How many would I have screwed up in this entire array of machines that we've just been flying around? I mean, this is crazy. This is, you know, we're doing this about stuff that I don't even need. Like, I mean, I do, but no. I do need it, but I mean, I don't need it directly. No, this is all, this whole assembly here, all these machines and all this power. No. Is just a means to an end. It's just about getting some more motors built. It's just about getting those super magnetic rings built. This is crazy. Okay. Now then. Now it's all going? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And see that imbalance in iron plates there? That's causing some problem. Wait a second. What's going on? Yep, that wasn't going into the machine. That's another problem. See? Okay. We're finding all kinds of stuff when we do the troubleshooting. But this one here gets a little starved because it only gets the overflow from the other three. And with these belts not coming in full, it's not getting enough, right? It's only getting a little bit. And this one's getting even less, right? So, I mean, there's no way we're running the machines down at the end of the belt now. So, well, okay, so fixing that iron problem up there, that's still future Tristan's problem. Because yeah, now you can see the veins are not coming in totally full. What are we at here? We're still at 100% satisfaction. We're still good for power. All right. All right. Double check. Yep. Generation capacity 147 megawatts, and we're using 100. Okay. So now we need, well, we probably need more iron, honestly, because we need more of these to build the super magnetic rings, which are the green motors. That's hey, these guys here, the blue motors, I don't know, super magnetic rings. They take motors, they take graphite, and they take magnetic rings. So we are looking to do, we have 8 electric motors coming out per minute. So we can do, just feed some numbers into my calculator here. So we can do 4 per minute, or 4 per second rather, not per minute, 4 per second of those, which means we need 12 magnetic ring. Hold on. We need, yes, 12 magnetic rings, which means we need 18 refineries producing them? Are they less than 1 second? Oh, they're 1.5 seconds. Okay, that makes sense. So we need 18 refineries producing them, which means we're going to need a bunch of iron because we're using it all. And we still don't have logistics towers. Why do I not have logistics towers? Because I need purple barbells, and those need copper and I have copper and graphene. Oh, and they need the green motors. Maybe, oh, you know what? Maybe I wasn't planning to produce these. Maybe I was planning to produce these. That seems more likely because I want those towers. And these ships, they need these engines, which are just copper and steel. That's no big deal. And they need iron plates, processors, and engines, which is fine. And I really want these, which is processors and titanium alloy, I believe it is. That's plastic. Where's the... Do I not have that? I guess I don't have that. Oh, you know what I bet I need to do? Let's take a quick peek. Let's take a look here. High strength glass. Where is it? There's something to do with titanium. There's like titanium smelting somewhere. Do I have it? I don't see it. I'm sure you guys are seeing it and you're screaming. It's right there, Drizzt. Why don't you see it, Drizzt? Come on. Somewhere. Not cashmere crystal. Not high strength glass. Not particle collision control technology. Deuterium. Thermal power. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Okay, so that is purple science. We don't want that. We don't want that. Well, I mean, we want them, but we don't need them right now. Ooh. Deuterium. Oh, that's strange matter. Never mind. I thought that was deuterium rods. I mean, it's probably even better, but you know, good God, that's going to be expensive. We're not there. I'm confused. How am I not seeing it? That was yellow. That was those. Okay, yeah, Automatic metallurgy, okay. Smelting purification, crystal smelting, fuel storage, and then interstellar transmission. That doesn't do it. That doesn't do it. I want to get me some of those too. There it is. There it is. Okay, so I do have it. Huh. So... Oh, is it maybe just because I can't... you know what, I bet you it's because I can't actually build it in my pocket, so I can't see it in my pocket. I bet you that's it. Okay, we're out of smelters. That hasn't happened in a really long time. I mean, given I did pick the number of smelters that I carried in my pocket for this project. Okay, so that needs steel and sulfuric acid and titanium. Okay, we need sulfuric acid. And sulfuric acid we can get from... We can make it from oil and rocks and water, or just from a sulfuric acid lake. But we do not have one of those in our solar system, I don't believe. So, let's see here. We have set up shop on Brahmin 3, I believe. Yeah, we did. And so that has stone. No oil, though. So we're still bringing back titanium ore manually until I can get some towers up and running. Okay. I wonder if I can hand build a couple of towers and a couple of drones, just so that we can get titanium shipping back and forth from this planet. Because once we can do that, then things will be magnificent. Okay, what do we need for this? Because this is what we really... Okay, so this, we need titanium processors and those pink barbells, which are motors, graphene, and... What's the old recipe? I don't know what that is. What is that? Unipolar magnets. We do not have access to those. Okay, so if I got unipolar magnets on another star system, I would be amazed. So we will do copper, graphene, and yeah. And then what do we need? Those. Okay. And because what I'm thinking is we'll just hand feed a couple of these to get built. I need 20 of those. We're going to need a lot. Okay. Because I'm going to need at least 2 of these towers, and then we're going to need another 20 each there. So I'm going to need 40, 80 pink barbells. Okay. A lot of green motors, but that's fine. We've got green motors, and we've got graphene building somewhere. Go away. I don't remember where graphene's building, but it's somewhere. Okay, we've got a lot of green motors. Let's give me a little space to dump green motors back, because I may pick up too many at some point. Now, how many green motors do we need for barbells? 2. So I need 160. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, not too bad. We're making a ton of these, which is good because we're gonna need them. We're gonna need lots of them. Okay. Now, what else do I need? I know I need titanium. And I'm gonna need titanium for those ships. And what do I need to make that again? I need, I'm making these plates up there, but I'm going to need the sulfuric acid, which I think I'm making somewhere for something else, so that's fine. And I got lots of steel being made, which is fine. So yeah, we'll be okay with those things. So I just need to go and pick up a ton of this, which means I need a box to drop crap off in. Let's do it over here. And the reason I say that is because, well, I'm going to need more fuel before we go. So let's drop a box right here. And let's drop, no, control. Let's drop stuff off. I don't need any of this stuff up at the other planet. And yes, I know I just put my fuel in the box, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, how much do we need here? Oh, yeah, we need lots. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that gives me, yeah. And you know what? I'm going to transfer a bit more to the other world. Even though we've got coal there, we're just not making graphite. So there's 4, 3. You out there, 3? Okay. Well, I guess we'll just find it once we take off. Is there anything we need at the other planet? I don't think there's anything we need at the other planet. Okay, now, where are we? There's 3. We're not flying right past the sun, but, you know. We're in the neighborhood. Let's accelerate, shall we? I love having enough power to accelerate that fast. Not have to worry about it. It's great. Even better once we can get the solar sails up to 2,000 meters per second. Make these trips much faster. Because it's a long way. So, while we make this flight, look at the thrusters, all the cool stuff. Okay, yeah. If I turn around and I look at the Mac, yeah, we're still on target. And I've even got my distance calculator because we're, you know, mostly on target. Cool. This really is a pretty game, isn't it? How are we doing for staying on target? Correct course a little. Get back up to speed. Yeah. It's pretty cool. I kind of wish we had planets closer to the sun, though, rather than ours. It would make this more fun, because then we could fly into the sun rather than out into the very quiet, dead part of the solar system. Yeah, okay, this planet's on a really weird orbit, and it's way the hell out there. Yeah, so we had to fly all the way across the solar system, basically. Oop. We're getting there. Is it North Pole? I think it was North Pole. It was North Pole. I mean, we got a ton of crap here. One day I could organize these boxes, but today is not that day. And I'm leaving fuel here because, well, I don't ever want to be stuck here with no fuel. You know, if I get here and I'm building and I get distracted and run out, I want to have a backup source of fuel other than... I mean, we could get home just standing here with no fuel, just standing here and charging up, but you never know what happens, right? Okay, take that whole box and take as much as we can of that. This is why I want the interstellar logistics towers. Nope. No. Gravity. Leave me alone. So, you know, once I get interstellar logistics towers, then you guys don't have to watch me fly back and forth every time I need titanium for something. Because we're going to need titanium to build those towers, and we need titanium for our yellow science, which is why all of our science has stopped. And normally when I would make this trip, I would just be dropping off our yellow science, but dropping this off into a box for our yellow science. But that's not going to be how we do it today. We're going to be doing a logistics tower for that to bring titanium back, so that we can then make it into make some of it into the titanium alloy, so that we can build more logistics towers, which means more stuff in more places, and we can belt up and tower up the whole world and the other two worlds. And yeah, once logistics gets rolling, oh boy, is it ever a thing. It's just a matter of getting it rolling. So, cruise by the sun. This time not so close that it captures us and slows us down. Notice our speed's actually been going up. I think the gravity of the sun has actually been slingshotting us. I hit speed up and it actually slowed us down. See, now we're slowing down because we're flying away from the sun. That's kind of cool. I like how they take the physics into account on this stuff. Okay, and I believe we were hunting for the northern hemisphere on this stuff. Gas giant, leave me alone. Oh, there's a big concrete pad. Boom. Crash land in the right spot. How's that? Okay, now we need green motors. Yeah, we have too much titanium. No, you know what? We need smelters. So, okay. Remember those boxes we dropped? Yeah. We're gonna make some more use of them, because some of this titanium's got to live somewhere. Okay. Now, we're going to need our inserters back and our belts back. And we'll need these green motors eventually. And we'll manually feed that titanium later. Let's grab our graphite back. There's some smelters even. Beautiful. And a splitter. Might need a splitter. Okay, and let's just set up a little temporary titanium factory right here. So let's say, okay. So, oh yeah, we need a bunch of stuff here, but that's okay. You know what? Let's do this where we're producing sulfuric acid, because we need all that stuff. Because if we check here, okay, that's making iron plates. We'll skip that for now. If we look here, this is going to take steel and sulfuric acid and titanium plates. Okay. So, where was our oil production? I don't remember. But we have oil production, which should be creating sulfuric acid somewhere. I think it's for these. I think it's over at these processors. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't see any belts of yellow. Okay. Where's our oil going? Oil's going here. Oil's going. That's chemical plants. That's not producing sulfuric acid. That's producing organic crystals, which do use refined oil. Where are we refining that oil? Okay, so here's our water. This is out of gas this because this is all stopped. Why is this all stopped up? Conveyor belt. That's outputting hydrogen. I swear we're making sulfuric acid somewhere. Map. Let's have a look around the world here. Apparently I paved a spot for something. Oh, and that's one of the other things I did last time between videos, is I belted the world in windmills in the opposite direction as well, because we were having power issues and that just couldn't stand. So I fixed it, you could say. How about these? Are you producing sulfuric acid? I mean, you're making something that I'm burning for power. Looks like I could use some more burners, honestly. What are we making here? Okay, so that's burning hydrogen. Oh, that's putting out refined oil and hydrogen. That's right. And so these ones are burning... I'm slightly confused. Anyway, there's no sulfuric acid there. I thought for sure I was producing sulfuric acid. Somewhere. Well, I mean, we've got refined oil. We've got lots of refined oil here. So it wouldn't be a big deal, because sulfuric acid needs water and refined oil, right? Right. Water, refined oil, and rocks. Okay. So we've got refined oil. We've got water. What about rocks? We need some stone. Stone there. I don't want to use stone that far away from it. Coal. Come on. That stone is getting not overly used. Because we're full up on processors. So, I mean, a little stone could be stolen from there. What are we making here? Plastic? I could steal a little plastic. We were making plastic for these organic crystals. I don't really remember. Oh yeah, we're making organic crystals for our science output because we need it for this. Okay. I'm going to scratch my head on this, and we're going to call this a video. It may not seem like we got much accomplished, but we kind of did. We're going to call this a video, and in the meantime, before we come back, I'm going to fix those belts so that we balance our iron here a bit better, so we don't have these gaps that we're getting, right? These ones here that are not getting full throughput, but these ones are. Well, that's just not fair. So these here have to load balance into these somehow. So I've got to scratch my head on that one. Oh, wait. I just figured out why it's not working. Yeah. Yes, I did. Okay. I missed one belt, and that's why it's not working. Let's go fix that right now, because it's annoying me. And I just can't wait. Nope. Wrong array. This way. Remember I said I was sure I was making sulfuric acid somewhere? We found it. And it's nearby. We got big tanks of it here because we're not actually using it. So I can steal from these tanks. Yeah. Oh, and graphene. We're making sulfuric acid to make graphene. And guess where we wanted to put production of the motors? Right there. Oh, beautiful. Okay. This is good. This is good. Now, I just figured out what's going on here. Somehow, this seems to not be connected. There we go. Apparently, I missed a single belt position. So, now these are moving, and then these are starting to move. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. I mean, these ones shouldn't be empty because these ones have 4 primarily feeding into it and they're taking overflow from these. These are taking overflow from these and have these 4 feeding into it. Yes, these 4 aren't as solid as these, but the overflow from these 4 should fatten them up once things... You know, okay, so what can we do here to help this? We could say, we want to prioritize that input, which will slow down this load balancer and take extra from here for these 3. Which will mean, because this isn't taking in every time these ones want an extra, because it's prioritized, that means that all the stuff that's coming up to here, instead of going out and around to there, and that's coming up from here into there. Yeah. So any extra that's coming from here. Oh, and I missed another belt. Would you look at that? So now our excess from these 3 will now get to this belt, which fills up this, which goes to here, which then will go to help fill up these belts. Ah, now you see they're loading up. Okay. So this is a slower belt, but that's okay, because it's still full when you get to here. And then this one is not really taking from these 2 because it's, because reasons? Not conveyor. I want splitter. Show me the splitter. Okay. Nothing's... Wait a second. Wait a second. Yeah. There's another belt I screwed up. Okay, so wait a second here. This is going to take a bit to get in just the right spot. We're going to do this though before we quit. Before we call it a night. This is going to work. There we go. Now we're taking one from each side. Okay. And this? That's moving too. Good. Okay, so now our overflow from these 4 is going up into the load balancer. goes into here, where it's also taking input from these two into here, comes out to here, fills up this one. Then it can go this way to load balance those ones, or it can go down this way to load balance those ones. And then these two here are going into this one, through this belt, and then coming up into here to get filled this belt and this belt. The spaghetti is real. But my god, does it work. See? See? Little load balancing. Full belts. Okay, well, little load balancing and full belts because everything came to a screeching halt because we filled up on motors. So, let's do this. Because I want to see everything run again, we're going to do that. We're going to allow another row of motors to be produced. Even though we don't need another row of motors, I want it anyway because I want to see this work. How cool is this? I mean, these belts are pretty full as well, but we're getting there. We're unloading belts. These magnetic rings are flying. The electromagnetic rings are flying out of here. And then they're coming in here, and they're load balancing up. We're not doing great on this one. Let's splitter prioritize. These splitters are all supposed to prioritize their output. That's one thing that I messed up, is I didn't prioritize the outputs. So they've got to prioritize their output before they allow it to run around the balancer. And that's one thing that's critical to having these style load balancers work. See, I've got it prioritized on the output there. I just forgot to do it on the electromagnetic rings. Did I do it here? Come on, splitter. Yep, I did it there. So now you see these rings are now totally full because instead of just spinning around like crazy, because this load balancing belt doesn't really fill usually until these are backed up. Did we? We finished already. So, I mean, we're really just topping up these now. Just filling up these belts. As soon as these belts backfill, this will stop. That's cool. That's okay. Alright, so that's it for today. I fixed all this up, and I found all sulfuric acid. So that's it for today. I don't think I need to make more sulfuric acid right now. I think we've got enough at the moment, and if we need more later, we'll make it. But that'll allow us to refine some titanium, and so in the next episode, we will get some, fabricate up some, smelt up some titanium, then we'll fab up some of the purple barbells, whatever they're called, these things, particle containers. We'll fab some of them up, and once we've got them, we can start making some ships, motors. Again, we'll just, you know, we'll hand make a few. We don't need that many. I mean, just to get started, we're going to need 4 of each motor. Well, we'll need 4 of this for these. This one, you know what, this is optional right now. I don't need this ship at the moment, because right now what I really need is I need to get the titanium from the other planet to here, so that I can start producing science like crazy, and so that we can start automating this stuff, and this stuff, and this is where the magic happens. Once we get this, we get all the stuff, and that means once we get those, then we can start moving into a lot of things. We can start doing this, which means we can start making solar sails, which is a whole nother thing. I gotta figure out how to make these. Okay, that's not bad. Prisms and chips, no big deal. Prisms and circuit boards, no big deal. So, yeah. So then we can start making solar sails like crazy. We are going to make a ton of solar sails, which means I'm also going to need to import tons of silicone, because these are made from glass, and glass is made from rocks. I thought you could make glass from silicone. Okay, maybe not. Okay, so we'll just need to find more rocks, but there is a ton of rocks up there, so we may just make glass on the other planet. Because we should have enough power up there, and if we need to belt the thing in windmills in the other direction, we can do that. But we're probably okay for power up there at the moment. So then we can get the prisms, and then we can start getting solar sails. And we're also going to need to make these, but that's okay. We can do that too. I mean, we could even... I think there's lots of iron and coal maybe on the other planet. And if there is, then we could actually ship these motors through a tower back to the other planet when it's picking up solar sails, because we're probably going to launch solar sails from this planet. I don't know, maybe we'll see. We might launch solar sails from the other planet, actually, because they're not ever blocked by the gas giant, so they can launch full-time, whereas we might get blocked as we orbit the gas giant. We'll see. But yeah, we can start automating that. We can start automating these once we get this stuff going. Because once we get those, we've got tons of options. We can start getting those, we can start getting those, and then our power problems are basically done. We can then have power anywhere in this solar system by dropping down a couple of these ray receivers. So that's what we're going to do. Anyway, until next time, have fun. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And I will see you on the next video. By the way, if you're watching this, like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. Even if you don't like it, put a thumbs down. And tell me why, because I need to know. Because the more I know, the better I can make these videos. Alright kids, have fun.